Get to know the Jesuits. Discover their spirituality, their history, their ministries. The Jesuit Hour. Anything Jesuit, everything Jesuit. The Jesuit Hour. Let us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B, here on Mind Ed.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso ko'y pagod. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng buwela. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugod, todo sa kayon, tulong at tulong. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan.
Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunan.
Hello, 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 everybody! Good afternoon and happy Friday sa inyong lahat. Yes, it's another happy Friday afternoon, so you know what that means. Yes, it's time to welcome you all back to Kwentuhang MVP. All right. So again, I'm Gia Crisologo, one of your resident daldaleras from MVP, and we are coming to you loud and live from our homes via the Facebook pages of radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM, Ateneo de Manila University, and of course, the Council of Organizations of the Ateneo Manila. All right, so you can stream us via Radyo Katipunan's YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM. But that's not it, because we're also coming in via audio streams at any Shoutcast online radio station around the world. So grabe, all you have to do is search for Radyo Katipunan. Pero hindi dyan natatapos ang ating reach, because we are also transmitting via the 87.9 FM frequency. So tune in with us if you are within the 2 km radius of the Ateneo de Manila campus. All right, so grabe, that's a lot of channels talaga, no? Meaning, mas marami pang chances to spread the good vibes and insights that we're gonna have this afternoon. All right, so I'm really, really excited for today. But of course, before we delve into today's usapan, I just like to say, it's so good to be back here. Namiss ko talaga ang 1-hour Friday afternoon chikahans with Ateneans from different orgs. So, ang dami ko na talagang namiss. So, in case may mga hindi pa updated dyan, katulad ako, or if we have any first-timers out there, let's just take a quick look back at what went down in MVP last week. All right. So, last week, we actually had a great episode featuring the Ateneo Association for Communications Technology, who talked about Kabanata. So Kabanata is an event for the youth to learn about children's rights through the art, with their webinars that are actually happening today and tomorrow. So you guys can still check that out. But we also talked to the Ateneo Management Engineering Association about the annual Prime, or the Premier Management Engineering Orientation. So this is a recruitment and orientation seminar for the high school students who are looking to develop their careers in the business. All right, so we started off great last week, but we'll be stretching it this week, because this week we'll be joined by Ateneo Chemistry Society, or HS, cleverly pronounced as HS, yun, cleverly nga pronounced as that kasi shortcut. So akala ko nga H pero HS pala yun, guys. And of course, we have another org joined with us called Baybayin Ateneo. Ayan. So again, it's kind of just like we're carrying on the good vibes from last week, getting to know these orgs and their flagship projects as well. All right, so before we get into today's episode, I just like to announce something that COA-M's been brewing up lately, all right? So one of COA-M's major projects will be commencing very, very soon. So on behalf of COA-M, I'd like to invite all our viewers this afternoon to the COA-M Awards 2021 Nominations Night, to be held tomorrow, again, April 27 at 6 p.m. All right, so COA-M's award is a year-end event held by COA-M to culminate the year that was and really just celebrate all the achievements of our very own org community. We have a really booming org community in the Ateneo, so of course, it's meant to be celebrated talaga. So the highlight of this celebration are the major awards to be given, and to recognize and acknowledge, of course, the excellent organizations and all of their efforts and leaders. All right, so this journey towards revealing our winners for the COA-M Awards 2021 begins tomorrow during the nominations night, where we'll be finding out which projects, orgs, and individuals will be nominated. All right, so again, we'd like to invite everyone here to COA-M Awards 2021 Nomination Night, which will be held tomorrow again at 6 p.m., streamed live on the COA-M Awards Facebook page. So we hope you guys can catch this very exciting event, and good luck to all of our organizations. All right, so I think we're all ready to start. I can see comments on the live, so I think everybody's ready. All right, without further ado, now it's time we officially get started and invite our guests for this episode. All right, allow me to introduce Justine Valdez, Lenzy Valenzuela, and Isa Bambalan from the Ateneo Chemistry Society. All right, hello. Welcome to MVP, guys. Mag-scan muna kayo ng ID. Nag-scan na ba kayo?
Hindi pa.
Mag-scan muna kayo. Ayan. Thank you so much for joining us today, Justine, Lenzy, and Isa. But of course, first things first, please say hi to our viewers by introducing yourself, maybe share your position in the org, and anything else you'd like to share about yourself.
All right, I can start siguro. Hi everyone,
Go
I'm
ahead,
Justine
Justine.
Valdez. I'm one of the project heads for Build the Lab of AICS. So yeah.
I can go
All right.
next.
Thanks so much. Okay, go,
Sorry.
Lenzy.
Ayan. Hello guys, I'm Lenzy Valenzuela. I'm also one of the project heads of Build the Lab from the Ateneo Chemistry Society.
Okay, last but not the least.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Isa Bambalan. I'm from 3BS Chem MSE as well, and I am one of the project heads of the Ateneo Chemistry Olympiad. So I'm with Jonah. Hi, Jonah.
Oh, and here's Jonah joining with us. Yes, thank you so much. Okay,
Hi.
Jonah, can you please share, introduce yourself for a little bit?
So hi, I'm Jonah from the Ateneo Chemistry Olympiad also. I'm co-project head with Isa.
Yay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Grabe, I can feel the leadership power in here. Lahat sila project managers. Grabe. So I can't wait talaga for everything they have to share, no? But of course, before we delve deeper into today's discussion, mag-quick kamustahan lang muna tayo, no? So, how have you guys been doing lately? How was the break for you? First week ng fourth quarter natin. So how has it been like? We actually talked about this backstage, pero share natin sa lahat ng nandito sa mga viewers natin. How are you guys?
Ako ba? Sige, I'll start.
Go ahead.
Tawang-tawa kami kasi how was your break? This how's the first week of the quarter? Yan, si Tiawan, natatawa sila. The break, if you can call it a break, went pretty well naman. Yes, let's air quotations. And
yes.
first week of the quarter, pretty heavy na. Like, even if we were just discussing the syllabus of our different courses, there's a lot of requirements na, especially with the adjustment made since we're like 1 week short na, diba, for the quarter. So that's how it's been so far.
My gosh, I'm sure everybody here nakaka-relate talaga dyan. There's really an upside and a downside to the adjustment. So, yun, kailangan talagang mag-adjust. Ayan. Thank you so much, Justine. How about anybody else want to share how they are?
So I guess for Acho, the break medyo full ng meetings because the Acho will be held na tomorrow and on the 30th of April. So, ayun.
Wow.
Break, aka meetings.
That's so true. Break from academics pero game time for org work, diba? Ayan. That's really good. Thank you so much. How about Lenzy or Isa? How are you guys?
Okay, sige ako muna.
All right.
Yeah, I'm okay naman. Yeah, the break was a break. Yeah, meaning I'm working on org works. Yeah, because it's fun. I mean, it's the only thing that's keeping me sane right now.
Yep.
Working on org works talaga. So yeah, aring first week of ACADS, sobrang stressful. Na-miss ko yung pagtatrabaho sa org. Pwede bang org na lang yung course ko?
Kaya nga may BS org, kung pwede lang yan ilalagay sa resume, gano'n. Ayan. Glad to hear naman you've been, finding some, some form of rest in doing org work. So that's really good. Thank you, Lenzy. And how about
Thank
you,
you.
Isa?
Okay, for me naman, medyo same. Di ko maalala that we had that break kasi super daming ganap. In terms of ACADS, in terms of org, especially since Acho will be coming soon na. Pero, yeah, medyo nakapag-rest ng konti. Nakapag-binge watch. So,
yes. Anong mga na-binge watch mo?
How to Get Away with Murder.
Wow. Okay, mga classic Western TV shows. I love that. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for sharing. Of course, we wanted to check in with how you are. Again, these are project managers, guys. We know how busy talaga they are. Sa kamustahan pa lang, you can see talagang when they have a break, they pour it into org work. So that's really, really good. So thank you again for sharing. But now I think we can move on to introducing your org to everyone for those who may not be aware of that, may not be aware of it. So with that, could you tell us a little more about what the Ateneo Chemistry Society is and what are some of the values and advocacies that your organization holds?
All right. Sige, Gia.
Okay.
I'll start as they can add na
Okay,
lang.
go ahead.
So the Ateneo Chemistry Society, we like to call it aches, like heartaches or
Yes.
it's a really fun name to say. So yeah, aches is actually the home organization for chemistry majors and enthusiasts. So lahat kami dito, chemistry kami. Not sure if we're proud or happy with our decision, but we're still here. So that means something, di ba?
Yes, of course.
In terms of the org, I think our main goal talaga as AICS is to use the knowledge we have in chemistry as well as science to really change some things that we see in the world. We're really geared towards making people more aware and appreciate science, as well as applying chemistry and science towards issues we see in the world.
Okay, love that. So just to clarify really quick, so chem enthusiast, so it's not just limited to people in the chem course,
Yes.
right? Anybody can join. I love that. Okay. So ayan, take note you guys, anybody can join pala and take part in this advocacy that AICS has. All right. Anybody else want to add about your org?
Okay, so
Okay, go Isa.
in addition to what Justin said, one of the advocacies of AICS is awareness and application of chemistry. So sa AICS, medyo marami talagang like chem students and chem enthusiasts who are very, like who have so much advocacy in terms of science, most especially in terms of the central one, which is chemistry. So, ayan,
Yeah.
in a way, AIC serves as a platform for projects like BAL, like ACHO, and many other projects. Para naman the science isn't just confined to AICS, but also it extends to our communities and hopefully to the society also.
Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, what I'm getting from this is you guys really have a lot of projects, no? It's really a lot of showing people where you can apply science, where you can apply chemistry. Not just in science, but talagang in everyday life, in nation building and all of that. So that's really good. Anybody else want to add? Lenzy or Jonna, or parang nasabi na ang lahat?
I think nasabi na nilang dalawa yung mga talaga gusto namin
Okay.
sabihin ni Jonah, 'di ba Jonah?
Okay. So we're good with that. Okay, thank you so much again for sharing and giving us a little idea about what AICS is all about. So actually, very sakto because Isa, mention mo na ang some of your projects and activities that you guys have. So of course, in terms of putting these advocacies and your mission to action, can you share with us as well what some of your flagship projects are? So kahit really brief lang, description about what are some activities that you guys do in your organization.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, go
I can go first. Sorry. Ayan. Well, I think two of the flagship projects is yung ACHO and yung BAL, which is yung kami yung project heads here. And actually one of the biggest most awaited project is yung ACHO, no, hinahead nila Isa and Jonah. So yeah, and yung aming project naman ni Justin is yung Build a Lab. So I think yung kaila Isa and Jonah, which is ACHO, it's a chemistry competition, which is nationwide, mind you. So people actually from Mindanao actually flies pa from Mindanao to go to Ateneo just to take part in this contest.
Yeah.
Yes. Tapos yung Build a Lab naman for us, yung Build a Lab is catering to our partner schools. So kami yung nagbibigay ng mga laboratory equipments, reagents, ganyan. So they can do laboratory experiments.
Wow, that's amazing. And I really love how you really branched outside of the LS community, no? Like, it really shows that you guys are for the advocacy of really pushing out and showing the importance of science, like, to everybody as far as you can reach. That's really good. So with that, ayan, super perfect, because that's why we have the project heads of Acho and Bal with us today, because we want to delve deeper into it. All right. So let's start siguro with Build a Lab. Let's delve a little deeper into what Build a Lab is all about. Okay. So to our project heads here for Build a Lab, could you tell us a little more about it? So Lindsay already gave us the idea about it, but maybe you can tell us about how you came to partner with the schools and communities you're assisting, and all the other details that you'd like to share. Yeah.
Yes, okay. So to give a brief ano lang siguro. Build a Lab, initially what we're doing talaga is we're providing, as I've said kanina, we're providing laboratory equipments, chemical reagents, tapos yung mga magagamit talaga na, so lab goggles, lab gown, and mga materials talaga for the students ng aming partner schools. So that's how it's being done for the past few years during on-site pa. But during with the pandemic, we thought na we decided as a team, we decided na it's not really something that they need as of the moment, kasi nga 'di ba distance learning din naman, so they cannot access din yung mga materials. So with that, we shifted for this year, we shifted yung aming focus to assisting yung mga partner schools namin with their on distance learning setup. So with that, we are providing mga modules, chemistry modules. We're actually making those for all grade levels. And these modules are following the most essential learning competencies of the DepEd. So we actually published na yung aming first set of modules for grade 9. And these modules, since they follow nga yung curriculum ng DepEd, they can be used not only by our partner schools, but by everyone na nagpa-follow ng DepEd curriculum. So yes, that's Build a Lab for you.
Wow. Okay, and we're done. Sorry. Yun na pala yun. Ayan. Thank you so much, Lindsay. That was a really full explanation, and grabe, that shift, and really trying to really look into what the community needs, no? Not just giving up because you can't supply them these lab equipment anymore, but really looking and empathizing with them, looking into what they need to. You guys shifted so well. So ayan, how about you, Jonna? Do you have anything to share about Build a Lab?
I think it's Justine.
Ay, sorry, Justine. Sorry, guys. Blooper. Oh my God. Justine, I'm so sorry, Justine. As a project manager of Build the Lab, anything else you'd like to share or add to Lindsay's?
I think Lindsay covered it pretty well.
Okay, that's really good. Okay, so it seems like you guys were really able to pull something off there, because the shift from equipment to modules is really good. But I think we're wondering how you were able to navigate this shift, holding a donation drive and actually coming to the nit-grits of crafting modules. Like, how were you able to navigate and execute all of this?
For that one, it was a big shift because usually nga, we donated lab equipment talaga. That was the main goal of Build the Lab. Hence the name Build the Lab, diba? So medyo
yes.
naman doon na yun yung main goal niya. But when the pandemic hit, we had to really readjust and reassess what our partner schools needed. So it's been really hard, I won't lie, because we're students ourselves, diba? And we're trying to make modules for high school students. So there's a lot of care that is being put into it to make sure that we're teaching the right thing. I don't want to release naman a module worksheet. Tapos I'm telling them 1 + 2 = 4. That's so sad. I want them to learn the right stuff, diba?
Justine, parang pang kindergarten naman yan. Pero, yan. Okay, sorry, continue.
Yeah, I think the process was just really communicating with both our project team. So our project team, our core team, are the most wonderful people in the world, super dedicated, super creative, really passionate about the advocacy. So it's a two-way street. Just with our core team, there's also our partner schools. We're really close friends with the administrators of our partner schools, Ernesto Rondon and Carlos P. Garcia. So we're always asking them, "Uy, ma'am, kamusta na po kayo? Kamusta naman yung mga estudyante?" Just so we know how they're doing. Kasi I remember in the earlier part of the project, we were going to donate printers and papers to help with the printed modules.
Oh, okay.
But that didn't really push through because in the succeeding kamustahans, they were telling us, "Oh, not a lot of people are using the printed modules. We've really transitioned into doing the digital modules because the LGUs were able to provide tablets for the students." So it's really about communicating both with their core team and the partner schools we have.
Yeah. And it really seems like you meet these needs no matter what, no? Like talagang no giving up. There are so many shifts and so many things you had to adjust to, but you did your really best. Very giving my props to your core team nga. It seems like a hard job to do and a hard thing to push through, you know. So that's really, really good. Thank you so much. Um, for the next question, I heard, so like what Tenzi mentioned, your grade 9 modules were released just over a week ago, no? So, yun, we were just wondering how has the response been, if any? Have you guys gotten any feedback about it? And maybe you could share with us some feelings of that your partner community has shared with you guys.
Yes, hello. For this question, I'm so glad to be the one to be answering this question because we're super proud of these modules actually. As a
Wow.
matter of fact, the Facebook post containing our modules already
Mhm.
has more than 12,000 engagements. So
Wow.
yes,
Love
ang
that.
laki na ng reach niya talaga, and we are so happy because we wanted to reach more people kasi they can use that as additional learning supplementary
Yeah.
materials. And when we actually, kasi in addition to what Justin said, we're actually also having kumustahan with the students kasi, so like we get to know how they're doing, ano mga problems nila, and like yun nga, they've said in one of the kamustahans na parang hirap din sila to fully digest yung mga topics. So we are hoping that with the modules that we've published, na mas madalian silang maintindihan yung mga topics. And the partner schools, the teachers, they're very happy with it. Actually, they said nga na they were asking for our permission if they can share the modules to their district
Wow.
office. So the modules can be distributed to other schools also.
Wow, let's give them a round of applause, guys. Grabe, perfect execution talaga, and that's really, really good. You know, it really, I mean, of course, there's a lot of effort that goes into making it. So it's so important to hear back from them and really, look at the
Yes.
feedback. So I'm so glad to hear. I'm sure all of our viewers here are just in awe with what you guys have offered to this community and so much more. So that's really, really good. Thank
Yes.
you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right. So, moving on, I guess, for the last question about Build the Lab, maybe you can share with us what are some next steps that we have that you guys have for Build the Lab. Does it end here? Will you be making more modules, expanding your reach, or whatnot? So, go ahead.
All right. So for the next steps, we've released the grade 9 module. And in the
Mm-hmm.
coming months, we're planning to release grade 7, grade 8, and grade 10 worksheets. So they're all following the MELCs of DepEd. So that's one of the next steps. Also internally, in terms of our partner schools, we're also going to be holding tutorial sessions with the students in terms of the chemistry topics, as well as general studying tips and tricks so we can really bond and get to know them more and really help with the distance learning. We also have a lot of stuff lined up in terms of our multiple partnerships. We're going to be having a lecture with Filipina Science Hub
Oh.
in June. So I think that's something to look out for. And I think the last one for Build the Lab is our donation drive, which I think Lindsay would like to expound on.
Yes, so ayun, in context lang, no, since we're also, we're having kumustahan with the students, so one of their major problems talaga is accessibility ng mga modules nila kasi the local government is very generous na lend sila ng kanilang mga gadgets, tablets, and meron din silang supply ng data, so like 100 ng allowance nila. So
Yeah.
kahit unfortunately kasi kahit meron silang allowance na load, it's still not enough. And so with that, Build a Lab, the team also is providing them with a load card, so they will have access to their modules kasi kinukulang talaga yung monthly late date allowance nila. So we're gonna be supporting that. And since we're gonna be supporting that, we are asking for the help of people through the form of donation drive. So yes, we've launched our donation drive earlier this week. So if you guys wanna check it out, we have it in our Facebook page. All details naman are there where all the money will go, and we will also be posting transparency reports and how we were able to give your money to support the students from our partner school. So yeah, we're very very optimistic na mas makatulong pa kami, and this is only possible with the help of everyone, as much help as we can get talaga.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for even telling us and giving other people the opportunity to help you guys out. No, I'm sure a lot will be reeled in after seeing the impact that this project has made. So a lot would want to contribute to that. So that's really really great. Thank you so much again for sharing everything about Build a Lab. Let's give you guys a round of applause. Grabe, great job, talaga. All right, thank you so much, Justine and Lenzy. But now let's get into another project that Aches has, no? So kanina pang nag-aacho-acho pa kami dito, pero what is acho all about ba? Ayan, I think now I can call in Jonna to tell us a little more about what the Ateneo Chemistry Olympiad is.
So, to give a brief background on everyone, Ateneo Chemistry Olympiad actually started in 2011 pa. So, this year is the 10th year of ACHA na. And back then, until actually 2019 and 2020, ACHA was held on-site. So, it's in Ateneo. And there are like written exams and laboratory techniques that are tested in the students. It's a nationwide quiz bee competition. So really you can see the passion of the participating schools kasi even people from the Mindanao, the participating teams from Mindanao, talagang pumupunta sila sa ADMO para sumali dun sa competition. And then there's a huge transition talaga this year since online, so it's very difficult. We can't proceed with the laboratory exam and we can't hold the written examinations online. So instead, we've had a new contest format. So this year, we will have yung written exams still on Canvas. So every Ateneans are familiar on Canvas. And we will also have, instead of a laboratory exam, this year we had a video presentation contest. So basically, the participants will make their own video explaining certain topics that are very related to our theme. And our theme this year will be sa hapag ng mamamayan. So sa hapag ng mamamayan basically is promoting discourse and inclusivity. So I think it really embodies the core values of AICS kasi 'di ba parang we welcome not only the chemistry enthusiasts but also those who are with a little bit kahit onting interest lang in chemistry. We can include you parang here in the table and really parang have discourse with the people. So basically we think na the project team really thinks na parang this one is parang really timely because at the trying times, 'di ba? What we really want is really to include everyone, hindi lang yung mga science majors, hindi lang yung mga chemistry majors, but also those who are very willing to learn. And ayun lang, basically parang this year's ACHA talaga, it's a product of a collaborative effort with the project team, especially na yung core team namin, parang super new pa sila, pero despite that, very willing to learn, very passionate. And also the Ateneo Chemistry Department and the Ateneo Chemistry Society, kasi parang since everything is new, parang really important yung feedbacks from them and also yung support from parang what's good, what can be improved, and everything. So parang ayun siya this year.
Oh, thank you so much, Jonna, for sharing all of that. Grabe, ang loaded talaga din ng ACHO, no? Parang like it's a complete change din from just giving modules. Now we have a quiz bee, diba? Like AX really knows how to make very school theme things fun, and that's really good also. Aside from the fun aspect, you've given a chance to a lot of people nationwide, and really emphasizing that they have a chance to learn a lot about chemistry. There's no barrier holding them back from learning about it. So that's really, really great. Thank you so much, John. And your theme is also really amazing, highlighting inclusivity. That's something you wouldn't expect out of a project. Now, people wouldn't think, oh, science based, that's in, diba? Parang it's not something usual, but you guys have put that out there, and that's really, really great. Props to you guys. And I think we have the other project manager here, Isa. She's back. All right. Hi,
I'm
Isa.
back.
Ayan.
Sorry, I got disconnected.
Ay, nako. Okay lang yan. Hindi kompleto ang walang nag-disconnect.
So true.
Ayan. Diba? So, ayan, Isa, if there's anything else you'd like to add from what Jonna said, but she's already touched on, a lot of the details. She touched on the theme, sa hapag ng mamayan. But maybe you can tell us a little bit more about, what kind of values or learning do you want, your participants to keep with them even after the event, or, even tell us how you picture Acho in the bigger picture of nation building, something like that, since your audience is nationwide, right? So,
Oh, okay. Sige. So to answer that, just for context for everyone that's watching, ACHO will be held tomorrow. Pero kahit na bukas pa siya, we've already bonded with the participants, we've already mentored them. So for the context of everyone, we actually held our very first mentorship program that is held in partnership with OSCE, or Office for Social Concern and Involvement. So ayun, dun sa mentorship na yon, what happened was, the Chem Juniors, including me, including Lenzy, Justine, Jonna, yes. So including all of us four and all the other three BS Chem or Chem MSc juniors, we served as mentors for all the participants in ACHO. And ayun, we hope na through those mentorships, through those webinars that will be held tomorrow, through the video presentation contest, which I'm sure Jonah already mentioned earlier, we hope na at the end of everything of the journey in ACHO that the participants experience, what they will remember talaga is that the only way to do science is to do it with people. Kasi otherwise, parang what's the point of doing science if not to be of service to the people? Well, but yeah, that's
no,
really the thrust of ACHO this year.
yes, I love that. No, that's very true. Very, very good that you mentioned it. I love how you even implemented a mentorship system. That's an extra effort and part on your members. But again, ever since the start, we've seen talaga how AICS is really here for other people's growth and their advocacy for really pushing forward the science, chemistry to others. So I really love that. I love how that exuded in all of you and all of your projects. All right. So let's give them another round of applause, guys. All of our project managers from AICS. Parang ayoko kayong tawagan na aches kasi parang hindi naman kayo achy. Hindi naman kayo nakakasakit. Parang very soft kayo, very, very growth-oriented, and I love that. So, again, can we just give them a round of applause? And for now, we're just gonna have to say goodbye for a bit to Justin, Lenzy, Jonna, and Isa. But don't worry, guys, because they'll be back later for the wrap-up, all right? All right, let's say bye muna to them, guys. Bye, see you later. Ayan. Okay. All right. So, grabe, this discussion was such an eye-opener for me, especially someone not knowledgeable in the field and work that they did in HS. So, I know like a lot of people were also going through the same thing, and now we know so much more. So, I hope everybody is looking forward to all of their projects. And of course, for our next organization for today, all right, to keep the ball rolling as we delve deeper into another org and their respective flagship projects, allow me to introduce to the virtual floor the Del Palesco, Jazz Gallos, and Gail Magno from Baybayin Ateneo.
Hi.
Hi guys! Hello, hello! Welcome to MVP, you guys. Kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina nag-scan na ba kayo ng ID? Pagaling ko yung guardian. Ayan. Okay, thank you so much again for joining us today. Again, first things first, please say hi to our viewers and introduce yourself, your position in your org, and anything else you'd like to share with our audience today.
Okay, I'll start. Hello, ako po si Gia Magno. I'm from 3AB Psychology and I am the head for the Film and Documentary Festival under Sigla 2021 and also the president of Baybayin. Yes.
Thank you so much, Miss President. Wow. Ako pati ako na pa. Wow. Ayan. Thank you so much, Gail. Sige, for our next member, anyone? Okay, go ahead, Jazz.
Ako si Jazz Gallos. I'm from 2BS Management Engineering. Usually, ako yung associate director ng research sa Baybayin. Pero now, under Sigla, ako yung webinar podcast team head.
Ooh, okay. I love it. Thank you so much, Jazz. And last but not the least,
hello po. Ako po si Randell. Ako po isang freshie mula sa sociology. And usually din, ako po ay assistant director for advocacy sa Baybayin. Pero ngayon po Sigla, tumatayo po ako bilang advocacy head ng Sigla.
Wow, okay. Thank you so much, Randell. Randell, sabihin mo naman yung sinabi mo kanina backstage. Sabihin mo na din.
So yun po, single po ako.
Yan na nga, guys.
Oh my God.
Yun ang totoong position niya sa buhay. Joke lang.
Namingwit na.
Oo. Ayan. Thank you so much again, Gail, Jazz, and Randall. Okay, so before, of course, we get into the meat of the discussion, mag-quick kamustahan lang, of course, tayo. You know, I just want to see how you guys are doing, you know, maybe share with our audience how your first week for the fourth quarter just started, how's the break, and all of that. Quick kamustahan lang.
So, una na ba ako? Sige, una na.
Sige, go na.
So in terms of break, okay lang naman po yung break namin. Tapos, lagi nasa meetings, ganan, for org. Which is voluntary naman, sa tingin ko. So ngayon pong ACAD, nagsimula na ang ating fourth quarter. Nandun ako sa point na parang, hala, hindi totoo ang modules. Talagang gawa-gawa lang yan ng ano. Ayun, so nandun ako sa point na yun kahit first week pa lang sad. Pero kakayanin naman at susubukan pa rin.
Oo. Kumbaga parang week 1 out of 7 weeks. So sobrang kakayanin. Like just jot it down like that. Oo. Ayan. Thank you so much, Randall. Good to hear naman that you're doing okay. And katulad ng guest natin earlier, you find rest in doing org work. Ayan. Okay. How about Jazz or Gail? How have you guys been?
Sa break, medyo puno ng meetings talaga siya. Pero actually, it was kind of something na madaling, like, you're thankful for it kasi yes. Parang you see the results agad. Ang ganda kasi nabubuo yung project and you see it happen. So, ayun. For this quarter naman, parang nung Tuesday sabi ko, oh my God, Tuesday pala. Tapos, wala pa namang masyadong requirements na ipapass this week. Pero ayun, yun na nga, dumadating na siya unti-unti. So, just bracing for it. Kaya naman.
Okay, that's good. Grabe, iba talaga mga project managers, no? Parang kami kapag break, Netflix sila kapag bumubuo na yung project. So, yes, I love, iba talagang mga project managers. Okay, last but not the least, Gail, how have you been?
For the break, ayun nga, tulad ng sinabi ko during, like, before the show, kailan lang din kasi natapos yung quarter ko, as in, like, Saturday. So, I had, like, 2 days before the start of the quarter. So, medyo yung utak ko, break mode pa siya. Tapos ngayon, nagtatapos na yung linggo, na nakikita ko na kailangan ko na maghabol ng modules. So, ayun. So, introductory pa rin naman siya. Ayun. Parang first week pa lang naghahabol ka na agad. Pero ayun, parang kakayanin naman, like, with the coming week siguro.
Yes.
Parang, there are things to look forward to kahit paano sa quarter na ito.
Okay. I love that. I love that mindset. And I hope everybody will keep that same mindset din as Gail for the rest of the quarter. Sobrang madami gagawin pero kakayanin. All right. So thank you guys so much for sharing. And I'm really glad to hear that you guys are doing fairly okay. But with that, I think we're ready to move on, no? To delve a little bit deeper about your org and your projects. All right. So with that, can you guys tell us a little more about what you do at Baybayin Ateneo? Maybe share with us a little bit about your org's main objectives, advocacy, maybe insert a little about your org journey as well. You know, what made you join? What's your favorite part about it? Ganon.
Okay, so I can start this. Ang Baybayin Ateneo, if you didn't know, is actually the premier organization in the Ateneo that focuses on Filipino culture. So we are the first and so far the only Filipino culture org in the Ateneo. Tapos, ayun, our main objective nga ay maipalaganap ang karunungan, at ang edukasyon tungkol sa sarili nating kultura, hindi lamang sa komunidad ng Ateneo, pati rin sa labas ng Ateneo para siya, mas sabay-sabay nating ma-appreciate yung sarili nating kultura, yung mga sarili nating tradisyon, sarili nating wika, at iba't ibang aspeto nito. Ganon. Tapos, yung main two competencies ng Baybayin Ateneo ay cultural education at cultural immersion. So cultural education, pwede itong ma-manifest in yung mga webinar o kaya mga educational talks tungkol sa iba't ibang aspeto ng kultura. Tapos ang cultural immersion naman, medyo ito yung pambata namin, mas lalo na nung may pasukan pa. Kasi ang cultural immersion ay nag-hold kami ng mga field trips sa iba't ibang lugar sa Pilipinas. Nung huling cool trip namin, pumunta kami sa Batad, Banawe. So, ayun, nag-immerse kami sa community doon at dun sa so ayun, given nga na online na, sayang na syempre kailangan na itigil yun. Pero ayun, sa mga ganong initiative, kailangan gawa ng paraan para mapatuloy yung pag-aaral at yung pagbabad sa sarili nating kultura kahit limited tayo sa online space. Ayun.
Yeah. Thank you so much for telling us talaga all about it. I really felt the passion and the advocacy, and that, I mean, again, you guys are the first and only, no? So that's really good. Now there's really at least one org here that's really pushing for that. I'm sure a lot of people in our audience would be very much curious and of course want the chance to delve deeper and dive into our culture, no? Admittedly, madami naman din tayo dito, like really lack in that aspect. So that's really good to know that you guys have a lot of efforts that we can join in and really immerse ourselves in our culture. So that's really great. Thank you so much. So now that we've actually tapped into what Baybayin is all about, we'd love to know about what your usual activities, events, or projects are in the organization, right? So you guys are project managers here of a lot of different projects. So let's delve deeper into that, right? So we heard that Baybayin Ateneo is about to implement Sigla 2021, a cultural convention with the theme Hilom, Gamot at Dunong sa Ninuno at ng Kalikasan, right? So could you tell us a little more about this project? You can share details like when it will be, who your target audiences are, and other things you'd like to share about the project.
So ako na po nga sasagot nun, Ma'am Gian.
Yes.
So yung Sigla naman po, ito yung yearly event namin na 2 weeks siya tumatagal. Tapos it's a celebration of our Filipino culture, of an aspect of a Filipino culture. Yung last time sinelebrate po namin ay tungkol sa Mindanao. So ngayon naman po, gusto namin gawing responsive ang Sigla sa nangyayari sa paligid natin ngayon. So ang theme po namin, nasabi mo nga, ay traditional na medisina at alternatibong medisina ng mga Pilipino noon at ngayon. So ito po ay bubuksan namin sa publiko at ito po ay libre lahat. So pati na po yung film showing namin and yung webinar and podcast namin. So mag-i-start po siya sa Monday na with our webinar event. Kasama po ang aming pinakaminamahal na PITAC, the Philippine Institute of Traditional and Alternative Healthcare. May dalawa po kaming kasama doon, Director General. So nakakatuwa po yung event na yun. And so yun po yung sigla. Simula na po siya next week pati.
Wow, okay. Tapos sinong pwedeng mag-sign up dito sa sigla for your webinars?
Sa lahat po ng aming event, binubukas po namin ito sa publiko. So kung sino mang gusto, saan lang kayo. Go lang, come on, join us.
Okay. So may sign-up sheet ba kayo that they can look into? It's in your Facebook page or... It's in your Facebook. Yeah.
So yes,
Go ahead.
as doon sa Facebook page po namin, papaikliin ko na bit.ly/Sigla Cultural Convention. So yun po, bit.ly/Sigla Cultural Convention.
Yan. Okay. So again, thank you so much for telling us a bit about it. Good to hear that you guys also shifted really well from this online setting and still really have this great theme at the core of Sigla. So for both Sigla and I think the podcasts and all your other projects that you have in Baybayin, could you share with us some challenges naman you're facing, if any? You know, again, it could be related to the shift in an online setting, but maybe if there are also different challenges, you can bring that up as well. So yun, and how you overcame them, of course. Yan.
Ako na ba?
Sige,
Naiwan kasi. For this one, siguro kasi akin galing from a perspective that hindi pa ako, first year ko din sa Baybayin eh. So hindi pa ako masyadong ma-experience din. Pero the shift to online naman, ramdam naman talaga siya. Kasi sa orgs, it's hard to be active actually online kasi yung modules pa lang mabigat na yung parang lahat nagsasama-sama na minsan parang yung orgs hindi mo na ma-prioritize. So doon on that part medyo nahirapan kami sa recruitment din. Tapos yung communication medyo mahirap din kasi 'di ba usually you can meet tapos chikahan ganon plano on the way. Pero ngayon, you have to always communicate with everyone kasi mas madali yung miscommunication. Kasi minsan may naiiwang tao na hindi pala alam kung ano yung nangyayari. Merong mga tao na hindi pa gets yung team, mga ganon. So, actually, the thing that we most, that yung pinaka-important na natutunan namin for this part of yung building the project, yung constant communication talaga. Kailangan open ka talaga sa pakikipag-usap sa mga tao. Actually, masaya na rin siya kasi marami kang kaibigan na nakikilala. Ayun.
Ayan. Okay. That's very, very true. I think especially kasi you and Randell are freshies, no? You guys mentioned that parang...
I'm a sophomore.
Ayun. But especially with Randell as a freshie and you're very right, Jazz, parang it's really important to build that org culture din, no? And really keep constant communication, make sure all of your members stay aware and focused not just on the projects at hand, but the advocacy you carried in. So that's really, really good. So with that, maybe we can end a little bit on, you guys can share a little bit about your personal pursuits naman. So I asked this to Gail earlier, but maybe Randell and Jazz can share, no? What made you, can you tell us a little bit about your journey in the org? What made you stay? What made you want to join? All of that. Baka may mahatak pa kayong future members dito sa audience natin. Ayan.
So ako muna ako dyan, sir. So ako naman, medyo nakakatawa din. So kasi isang karupukan na naman po ito. So I'm not really aware about the org culture in Ateneo. So nagtanong ako dun sa crush ko. So sabi ko, anong sasalihan mong org? Sabi ko gano'n. So sabi niya, ay Baybayin Ateneo. So I looked it up. So yun, it was interesting din. And it still is hanggang ngayon. So hindi niya nagpa-stay sa akin. So sorry
dun.
Pero
Gosh.
Pero in terms of org journey, I mean, hindi ko in-expect na mag-take up ng leadership position kasi nga isa pang freshie. And nangangapa pa din naman ako hanggang ngayon. So sa mga fellow freshies ko dyan, I understand you guys. And napakahirap din dahil online ang lahat. And yung mga past events ng sigla ng iba pang mga orgs, parang hindi mo alam kung paano mangyayari, kung paano ba talaga dapat magmuka, paano hubugin, kumbaga.
Yes.
So kailangan mong i-look up lahat, tapos i-search mo, ganun. So yun yung isa sa mga naging struggle ko as advocacy head ng sigla. Pero kakayanin pa rin dahil bubuti ng mga kasama mo sa katrabaho mo. And sana nga isa ko dun sa friend na nakilala ni Jazz. So isa na yun din po. Yun po yun.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Randell. And then how about for you, Jazz?
Ako actually, pinlano ko na to, parang end of the year pa lang nung freshie. Nung freshie ako, sabi ko, naghahanap ako ng org talaga kasi naniniwala, ano yun, advocacy na agad. Nagre-recruit kasi ako, guys. Kasi nasa SOM ako, di ba? So medyo isolated talaga in terms of yung mga social science discourse. Meron naman, pero not as frequently as I would like. So parang tumingin ako ng orgs. Pumasok naman ako ng assembly din, tapos pumasok ako ng baybayin. Pero dito kasi, in terms of yung pinaglalaban ng baybayin, naniniwala kasi ako na yung kultura tsaka yung tradisyon naka-attach mismo dun sa mga pangyayari ngayon. So kumbaga, parang yung kultura natin nagre-reflect sa mga parang current context natin ngayon, yung mga kulturang popular, yung mga pinag-uusapan natin na traditional na medisina, hindi naman sila static, di ba? So parang nagta-transform siya. So asan nagpi-play doon, parang sabi ko, kung kaya kong pumasok sa ganito, anong mako-contribute ko, tas para lumawak lalo yung discourse. Kasi, ayun nga, parang wala lang, something new to, parang something, an org you can learn from, but something you can also contribute to. Yun. Yeah. Tapos, ano pa ba? Wala na, yun lang.
Yun na, okay. Thank you so much. That's very, very true. Again, as you can see, these project managers can only do all that they can because they're so driven, again, by the advocacy. You know, it may not have started because they were reeled in by that. Yung isa nga dito, tinanong pa yung crush, ganon, diba? But then, you know, at the end of the day, it's really what made them stay. And it's a beautiful advocacy at that. So thank you guys so much for sharing everything that you had today about your org and, of course, about Sigla. No, I think a lot of people here will really look forward to that and sign up. So again, you guys can just check out the bit.ly that Randell mentioned. I think it was featured earlier and it will be on their Facebook page anyway. So ayun, another round of applause for Randell, Jazz, and Gail, guys. Thank you so much. All right. So for now, just stay with us there, the three of you. But now we'll be just ending the show and wrapping it up with everybody here on screen. So can I please call again here Justine, Lenzy, Jonah, and Isa? Hello, guys. Ayan. So again, thank you so much to all of our guests today. You know, just like last week's episode, you could really see how our organizations are stepping up their A game this semester with amazing projects. So ayan, just before we wrap up the show, let's just have a very chill, fast talk, pero wholesome to org edition naman. So wala namang pressure dito, fast talk lang naman. Ayan, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask one question to each of you and then you just have to answer like quick. All right? Ready? Okay. So based on my screen here, mauna dito si Lenzy. Okay. Lenzy, ready? Ready? One word to describe your org. Go.
Passionate.
Ooh, I love that. Okay. Next, we have Isa. All right. Ito, pwedeng phrase, pwedeng a bit sentence, ganun. What's the most fulfilling thing about being a member of your organization?
Being able to work with super talented and passionate people.
Okay, I love that. Yes, everybody's nodding here. Okay. Next, Jonah. What's your favorite thing about Acho?
For me, the project team.
Oh, kilig naman. Okay, Justine naman. What's your favorite thing about Build a Lab?
communicating with both the project team and our partner schools.
Wow, I love it. This is the first very wholesome fast talk ever, guys. Grabe naman. Should we switch it up, Char? Ayan. Okay, next. Gail, what is your main goal for the rest of fourth quarter? So this can be personal, ah.
Parang na-switch up na. Okay. Mairaos.
Okay, I love that. Yes, I think everybody shares the same talaga. Keep going, guys. Okay, sige, switch up na nga natin dito. Jazz,
Hello.
love or career? Biglang nag-switch ng sobra, no? O, Jazz, dali, love or career?
Hot seat.
Career.
Ano?
Career.
Career, okay.
Sorry na love. Joke lang. Wala naman.
Same tayo dyan, girl. Okay, sige. And then last but not the least, Randell. Mahal mo o mahal ka?
Mahal ko. Mahal ko.
Ayan. Oh my God. Mahal ko? Okay, yeah. I think same din. No? Everybody nodding? Lahat tayo dito same. Ganon. Ayan. Sobrang same. But okay, thank you so much again to all of our guests today and being so game for that fast talk. Sorry, naging very org edition, tas naging Tito Boy vibes na. Pero yun, again, that was it for our fast talk. Talagang never inakala kong maging insightful ang isang fast talk. But ayan, thank you so much again to Aches and Baybayin Ateneo for joining us here today and spending your afternoon with us, sharing your good energies and upcoming projects that we're all equally excited for, no? So grabe, I had so much fun and I hope you guys did too. We hope your orgs and your members have a wonderful semester ahead. And again, yes, that's it for today's episode, starting the last semester with a bang, orgs and their flagship projects. Ayan, thank you so much for tuning in to Kwentuhang MVP and listening to our meaningful conversations with our Atenean organizations. Once again, I'm Gia Crisologo from 3AB Communication, and this has been Kwentuhang MVP. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela.